Gotta have one of those. Should work on that. Good morning, Julie. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
So far, so fantastic. Gotta have one of those.
I enjoyed learning yesterday at boot camp.
Oh, you did the boot camp. Cool.
Yeah, it's better in the afternoon. The morning it was up and down, but the afternoon talk, who was leading it and talking about, building strong houses and stuff. Yeah, the millionaires.
Did they have an interpreter on there for you, or do we?
Yep, yep.
Nice.
It was the interpreter on Zoom.
Good.
Sarah pinned the interpreters, so they were right there the whole time.
Good. Have you gotten in touch with other people on other teams who are hard of hearing or deaf?
I've tried to reach out to some. They've been trying to decide whether or not to come. I've tried, there's a deaf woman. Oh, yeah, he's not watching.
I
Yeah.
know. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Uh, no, I mean, have you spoken with other people who are already in the company, other brand partners?
Sorry, the recording thing. I missed it. Say that again.
Have you connected with other brand partners who are deaf? People who are already in the company.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that.
Okay. When we were on that call uh last week with James on Thursday with Ann Wandishin, Wandishin.
Yes, that was good.
She said that there were people on her team who were also hard of hearing or deaf. And I was wondering if you had had a chance to reach out to them.
No, no, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. So they thought that it was because of the deaf people on their team that corporate had started doing the interpreters on the calls. And we told her no, that was because of Jerry, you, that the interpreters were on the calls now. If we
Yeah.
can get all of you guys to connect and start letting everybody know how many are on are going to be listening to the calls, we might be able to actually get corporate to call or to pay for the interpreters.
Yeah, I need to know who's on the team. I need their contact information so we could kind of get together and talk.
Go into hmm, that would have been Todd Rowland's team. In the ASL support chat that we have going, ask James directly for the name of it, name and number or contact info for at least one of those people, or how to get in touch with them. I know he doesn't know them directly, but he might be able to connect you with somebody who can connect you with that part of Todd Rowland and Brett Palmer's team. But if we can get all of you guys,
Yeah.
if we can get all of you guys connected and talking and uh get some actual numbers on how many deaf and hard of hearing people there are, corporate will start doing things themselves instead of having you set it up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. But we need you
Yeah,
guys to
that's
talk.
my goal.
Yeah.
I'd like to, and I'd like to have, interpreters for company things all the time.
Yeah. But we need you guys to talk to each other.
Okay. Yes. Um, yeah, I need to know whose team and how many so we can get in touch and we can meet each other.
All right. I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to go into one of our ASL chats where um, Dan and Kevin are, and Dania, I believe is her name. Um, I'm going to go into that chat and I'm going to ask for names and I'm going to ask them to send them to you, not to me. I'm asking them to send them to you, and you're going to have to connect with them.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody who's deaf and hard of hearing. I need all that information. We can get them together. Have a big family group.
Yeah. So I know that there are several because when we were in Destin, somebody came up to you, and I think it was Destin. It was either Dallas or Destin. I think it was Destin. Um, when somebody came up to you and asked about our deaf team, um, do you remember who that person was? Good morning, Michelle.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I can't remember whether it was Destin or Dallas. I think it was Destin, but it might have been Dallas. I don't know. It's been a while. But I remember you had a conversation with somebody one night at one of the gatherings, one of the get-togethers. Um, and they wanted to talk more about the deaf teams.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember where it was, Dallas or Destin, but yeah. I think it was in Dallas, maybe. It might have been Jody.
It might have been Dallas and it might have been Jody. Do you remember
Yeah, I'll have
getting
to ask
contact
more.
info?
Yeah, I'll ask for more information. Yeah, I'll ask for more information. And who, are strong speakers because we need to be trained for, speakers and stuff.
Okay,
And
because
James,
and James.
if James speaks, he's saying he wants to watch James speak, someone who's strong, James speaking.
I think I understand what he's saying.
Didn't he have a thing last night that he could have watched because James spoke?
Yeah. It's
James Z.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I'm trying to understand the context of hearing James speak.
Having people join, like deaf people join to hear from him.
Okay. Any call that James does.
Especially the Thursday ones, aren't they pretty much a?
Yeah, even though he wasn't on yesterday's call, he was on yesterday's call. Yes.
Right. Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Even though he wasn't on yesterday's call, he was on yesterday's call.
Uh-huh. James was not on yesterday's call. Best
Okay.
call ever. James wasn't on it, but James was on it. It was fantastic. Uh,
Okay.
he was having travel issues and he was still like on a plane during that call.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I
Yeah.
noticed I was waiting and I'm like, forget it.
Yeah. So what you guys were watching was a recording from Tuesday. Oh no, actually it was the 4:30 recording from Monday. The one with Cynthia Bolden and Michelle McKay that James did.
Okay.
You were watching
I
the recording for
wanted
that.
I had wanted James with an interpreter, and then it was the recording. So, I'd like to have some deaf people see that.
Okay. Yeah, all of our IPA calls or all of our like team huddles and any call that you hop on where there is an interpreter that you brought on, those usually end up getting recorded and are available online. Those they're all saved. You can send those
Yep,
out
and if
anytime
you
you want
pin
to.
or spotlight the interpreter, people are pinned or spotlight.
Yeah, you can send out any of those recordings. They're all there. And that where the interpreters were present, they're all recorded.
How are they watching then?
Okay,
If
but if I'm the co-host, like if somebody pins it, I don't know if the interpreter's pinned.
No, I mean for the recordings.
can they see the um
Yeah, the interpreter actually shows up automatically on the gallery view at least. You'd have to go back and actually look at the interpreter or look at the recording to see if the interpreter showed up. But usually if it gets recorded with the interpreter's field, it's one of the perks. So here, let me fix that over here. I'm about to mess with your screen, Julie. You don't have to do anything, but I'll do it.
Well, if the interpreter was spotlighted, you would see them in the recording.
Yes, the interpreter would have to stay spotlighted. But whenever,
okay.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So right now, so he's watching my YouTube feed. Are you watching my YouTube feed right now, Jerry?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's small.
Oh.
It's small.
He's watching that and it's got the closed captioning on the bottom of it, so he can get the closed captioning with it as we go along.
All right. So is Jerry trying to find a way to have James do just a talk with for ASL?
I believe so.
That probably would have to be something you could arrange with him to do a video for you, so you could.
Oh, you can do it live. You'd have to do it with an interpreter, but it'd be easy enough. A live presentation with James and an interpreter would be fantastic. It's not that difficult. But in order to get James to spend the time, because time is money around here. Good morning, Miss Francine. Good morning, Miss Adela.
Good morning.
You need to bring in a certain number of people to the event. So
But he's
James is always down to help out any way he can, make it worth his time, make it worth his while. So he's going to
Yeah.
ask for a certain minimum number of people to show up to this call. That if you request James to do a call or an in-person
Event.
appearance is
It's huge. Well, you got to have quite a few, at least 50,
that's like
isn't it?
25 to 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other way,
Unless I swing by like the coffee shop in his neighborhood and hey James, can you come down the street for a second?
but another way would be to have at least, I would think if you could guarantee him 5 ASL people on there, you'd have to talk to him. He would
5 to
probably
10.
do one, 5 to
Yeah.
10. He would probably
I-
do a ASL
Mhm.
so everybody could see it at all times.
Yeah, I
where he
want to
would
get
just,
more deaf individuals together, definitely.
Jerry, here's a question for you. Can you get 5 to 10 deaf people on a call? On one call, same call. 5 to 10 deaf people.
Yeah, I just need to reach out to people and schedule a time.
Okay, do it.
I would do it get it started
I
now
will
and have
reach
it ready
out.
for next week. Because
Pick a
I
date,
will
pick
roll
a
up my
time.
sleeves. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going.
Pick a date, pick a
Awesome.
time, and make sure James is available.
he's very
Pick a date, pick a
accommodating.
Yep.
time.
I hope I can do it.
No hoping.
No, nothing positive. I will. It's always, I will.
Yep, I'll try to get people to come.
Not try.
No, not. I will.
It's like the train that said, I think I can,
Yes,
I think I can, I think I can.
I will.
It
I
says,
will.
I will, I will, I will.
Yes, yes, I will.
There you go.
Yep, that is my goal. I will.
Yes, I will. The wording matters. It does make a difference. All right. So when you say these things, don't say I'll try or I'll give it my best or I'll see what I can do. It's always I'm going to or I will. But mostly I will.
Okay, I will.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
you'll have to wait till
it's
he's back in
different
town.
with, deaf language and deaf community, but yes.
That's okay. But things we need to work through and work with. It's what we do. Pick a date pick a date and time and ask James specifically if he would be available to do basically a drop talk, I guess. Specifically for the deaf and hard of hearing community. But you pick a date, you pick a time,
And do I
you invite the
advertise?
people. Well, you're the one doing the invitations. You're the one sending invitations out to people for the deaf and hard of hearing community. This is you driving people into a call.
So when you get it arranged, you can make a flyer and send it to them.
Yeah, you can do flyer.
Yep. That's ready.
Okay.
I always have it ready. I've made posters and things like that since 2014. I've been seeing the things happening, so yep, I can do that.
All right.
Perfect.
So yeah, your job is to you're gonna have to invite
The deaf community. Yep.
yes, you're gonna have to invite at least 20 people, probably 50. You're gonna have to invite 50 people just to get 25 of them to say yes. To only have 12 and a half, like 12 or 13 of them actually show up. All right. Remember the math on this one. It's the law of halves. You reach out to the big number of people. Half of those people will tell you yes. The other half of them will either say no or just not respond at all. But half of those people that you originally reach out to will say yes. Of those people that say yes,
And the other half say no. Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, the other half says whatever. The half that says yes, half of those people that say yes will actually show up to the call. So if you started off calling 40 people and inviting 40 people, 20 of those people said yes. 10 of those people actually came onto the call. 5 of those people might actually do something, like buy a product, become a customer. And in the grand scheme of things went super well, 2 to 3 of those people in the end will become brand partners. But you had to talk to 40 people and get them on a call. In order to get down to where you got 2 partners. The math sucks. It does. Not gonna lie.
But it's the reality.
But it is the literally it is the reality of the situation. And I've watched it happen so many times over and over again. And that's like the law of halves is actually the high estimation of how many people actually show. Because what ends up happening, I say you invite 40 people and 20 show up. Oh, that's being generous. Or
Oh,
excuse me, 20 say yes. I mean, that's being generous. You might not get
Most
20 people to say yes. You might not be that good just yet. You might only get 10 people to tell you yes out of 40 people. And
and
then
that's
remember,
good.
yeah, that's actually pretty good. But then remember, of those 10 people who tell you yes, only 5 of them are going to show up to the call. And then of the 5 people that show up to the call, only 2 of them are going to actually
do anything.
do anything. Like your numbers dwindled rapidly. So that's why we always say invite as many people as possible to whatever call or event uh, you have, because half of those invites are pretty much always going to be no. Just accept the fact that people are going to start telling you no. Don't take it personally. Act like you're a waiter in a restaurant. Take the order, move on with your day. Honestly, it's the best way I've ever heard anybody describe how to feel about people telling you no. Did you want another soda? No, I'm good right now. Okay, cool. Peace. Moving on. Did you want fries for that? No, not at all. Can I get a salad? Sure. Am I emotionally attached to any of that? Not in the least. 13 years of waiting tables, let me tell you. The emotional attachment, gone.
The only thing you need to remember as a waitress is the funny things that happen or the horrible.
I would have waitresses break down in tears over the way that they were being treated by
Mm.
some guest in the restaurant. And I'd have to go out there and well, one, I'd have to calm her down and say, don't you ever let anybody in this restaurant make you cry, because quite honestly, none of those people out there matter in the grand scheme of your life. You're here to do a job. That's it. You do your thing. If they've got issues, they've got problems, they've got whatever, that's not your job to work with. You are here to help them get food and get out.
Yep.
That's your job. Get food, get out. You don't have to, like, you're not required to do anything else other than making sure they get food and get out and pay, pay for it and get out.
Mhm.
That's it.
I've only refused one person to serve them all the years I waitressed, and I waitressed for a lot of years. And I'd been so nice to him. I got him our phone. He needed to make a local call. Handed him our phone. This is before cell phones were really popular.
Mm.
And gave him the phone book that we had. Um, got his friend coffee. Asked him if he want. I didn't think I got him coffee. And I came and took his friend's order. He was still busy on the phone. I came back when he got off the phone. And he goes, "Well, it took you long enough. You're such a great waitress, aren't you?" And I looked at him and says, "You see the sign that says I have the right to refuse service? You have been refused. I'll send the other waitress over to wait on you."
Oh. Yeah, like,
But he was rude. I mean, I'd done all kinds of stuff for him, but yet I was a horrible waitress to him.
yeah, people are fun that way. I have I've only ever refused to wait on somebody once.
Me too.
And like I was like, "Really? You gonna?" I was bartending at the time. I'm literally the only guy standing behind the bar. I'm the one bartender there. And this young lady and her friend came in and we were sitting at the bar and they were expecting to see another bartender there. Uh, but I was covering the shift for them. And they're like, "Oh, is Marty coming in?" I was like, "No, Marty's off tonight." They're like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "All right." I'm like, "Can I help you? Can I get you a drink?" Something like that. Like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, "Okay, I'm here. I'm asking if I can help you with anything." And just her entire demeanor, she was like, "Well, Marty already knows my drink." I'm like, "Well, Marty's not here, and he didn't leave me his notebook on how to like make whatever drink it is he normally makes you. So I'm gonna need you to dig deep into your brain cells and find something to tell me as far as a drink." I didn't say that, but um,
Basically that, but in a
yeah.
polite way.
I'm like, I don't know what kind of a mind reading routine you expect me to do here, but yeah, work with me. Um, and so she proceeded for the rest of the time to uh say, "Well, I wish Marty were." I'm like, "Oh, I wish Marty were here too, honey." I
Then I
really
wouldn't have to be.
uh and so I was very much there we go. Gotcha. um I was getting bent out of shape and she ordered her food and I gave her a drink, she ordered her food and she was just setting me like push like rubbing me the wrong way the entire time. So I went back to the back after food had been ordered. I looked at my manager and I said, "Look, you're gonna have to wait on her." He was like, "What's wrong?" Like, she's pissing me off, and I'm done talking to her because I'm gonna say something rude, and that's not my job. My job is to be as cordial and nice as I can, and she is making that not possible for me. And if you know me, which he did, he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, you're waiting on." I'm done talking to her. I'm not talking to her anymore because I'm gonna say something stupid and wrong. And so I made my manager come out and wait on her. That was the one time I refused to serve anybody in my restaurant. I was absolutely against it. I was like, "No, I'm not gonna sit here and put up with your petty randomness just because you're mad that, the other bartender who usually gave you free drinks wasn't here." I'm like, "I'm charging you for everything. So quite honestly, be careful. You may be trying to date that guy and he may be flirting heavily with you, but I'm not that guy." I'm not. So yeah, oh yeah, there were interesting times. But yeah, I'm my job as a waiter, my job as a bartender, I'm not emotionally attached to the food orders. I'm not emotionally attached to whether or not you want this drink or that drink or this dessert or no dessert or this entree or that entree, or you want to make an adjustment to an entree. I don't care. I'm just there to get the information to you, get your request from you, and move on with our days. It's kind of what we do around here. I'm not getting emotionally attached to anything that I present to you. I've got a menu of items that I'm presenting to you. And it's even better if you came to me asking me questions, because that means you came to my restaurant. Am I going to get all sort of bent out of shape when you decide you don't want to eat anything in my restaurant? Nope. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for dropping in. Maybe we'll see you again a different day. We'll still be here open 24/7, right online. But our job is not to get emotionally attached to the outcome of the invitation. Our job is to actually invite them. That is our job. We have to put the invites out there. We have to let them know that we exist. And the more people we get in front of the information, the more possibilities we have to get customers, get brand partners, spread the news about the great wealth opportunity that we have, about the great health opportunity that we have,
in the community.
and the amazing community that we have.
Was anybody else that signed up for the boot camp?
Jerry was.
It was good, eh, Jerry? So good yesterday.
The boot camp, Jerry.
I didn't.
I
see
really,
it,
yes, I really
oh.
did enjoy it. Yes. The morning was so-so, the afternoon was better. And just the experience on Zoom, being overlooked, having to explain to them different things about accessibility. Finally, the issue was resolved, and I'm happy that somebody was able to help me.
Oh, good.
So, should be established, same deal moving forward.
Good.
Yeah, letting the
Brats, let's call it.
well, no, I was gonna say letting the people
Shelly?
the
Is that the person's name, Shelly?
Yes.
Yeah, you were there yesterday, right?
Yes, I was. It was very good.
yeah,
Yeah.
letting the people setting up the event know ahead of time.
You were the one that was able to pin the interpreter.
No. That
There was
probably would have been Dr. Sarah.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yes. Dr. Sarah was able to provide consistent interpretation through the interpreter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to let her know when you're going to be there. You got to let the people in charge of the call know when you're going to be there. They don't have it.
Yeah, no, I let them know. I always do.
Yeah,
They take care of me.
that's good. Yeah, and this is why I want you to get in touch with more people from different teams who are already in the business, but who haven't been forcing the issue with getting interpreters on calls. Because the more calls they just automatically have set up for somebody to realize that the interpreter is going to be there, the easier it'll be for when you hop on and congratulations, there's already an interpreter there.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
Yeah. Good morning, Miss Eric.
It's tough though, it's a process, but
Good morning.
All right. So it is International Stitch Day. For all you Disney fanatics out there, it is 626, June 26th, experiment 626, also known in Hawaii as Stitch. Today is his day. So I was just realizing as I was hopping on the call, I was like, I don't have any Stitch shirts because Stitch wasn't my character. Stitch is my ex's character. That was his his fave. So yeah, but today's actually 626.
My
Stitch is known.
granddaughters.
See, Stitch is known for mayhem and mischief, which is just fun. So by all means, feel free to go out there today and wreak some havoc of your own. I will probably end up watching Lilo and Stitch today because I can. I haven't seen the live action one yet, so I'll probably end up watching the live action Lilo and Stitch today, in celebration of the event. But yeah, that's today. It is Friday. We do not have an IPA call. For those of you who got the boot camp, that call will start in about, what is that? 16 minutes. Just a heads up, FYI. I think that's the right time. Is that the right time? 16 minutes?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right time.
Okay. 15 minutes counting down. So that'll happen. And the replay will be available to those of you who purchased the call afterwards. I know and that they were who was it? Todd Rowland was saying that he and Brent Palmer had sat down and come up with just a fully revamped schedule from last year's boot camp or Destin's boot camp, I should say. And so they were really excited about the flow. So hopefully today goes even better than yesterday, even though yesterday was great. Hopefully today goes even better.
Oh man, yesterday, seriously, the vision that Todd Rowland painted was like above and beyond, you guys. It just unbelievable. Yeah. I'm
I love
sorry
it.
that more people aren't on it because it like I'm so excited about what's coming or what's happening with this company. And he talked about from the very beginning, like the whole history of how things happened and why things are so exciting now and apparently skincare is getting rolled out in November from
Nice.
Woohoo!
Italy.
That'll make everybody.
Well, they've got enough products lined up for the next, what did Katie say, 2 years?
I thought
Two
it
Yeah,
to
was
I
three
think at
years?
5.
least.
Yeah, like 2 to 3 years of worth of products, but already like in the works, in the making, in the development slash getting certified and ready for release.
I
Uh
didn't know that. That's
oh
awesome.
yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
oh yeah, like 2 to 3 years worth of that stuff just already set like in the making. So
Wow.
they are planning massive growth with this company, and we've got so many things to work with, to work into, that it's going to be pretty amazing once the full catalog of all the products is out. I was watching I was watching the call yesterday, and James doing the presentation, and the slide that he shows about where the company is as far as what time frame things are happening with the company. You've got the startup years, you've got the growth, you've got the explosion, you've got the leveling off. Um, it was the fact that we are in the growth years now that really stuck with me again. I love watching the presentations over and over again because I'm like, okay, no, this is literally where we are right now. We are, and it's not, we haven't even made it into technically the full growth years. We're still like within the first 4 years of the company. We haven't even made it into
Yeah.
the next section. Next section starts at 4 years. We haven't made it to year 4 yet. We're still going. And we're still growing pretty incredibly right now. And if the rate that we're growing at right now is any kind of an indication of how we're doing, then when we finally do hit the growth and explosion years, it's going to get stupid in here. It's going to get
Yeah.
incredible. And so I'm very much looking forward to all of that. Knowing the groundwork that's already been laid down, knowing the infrastructure that they've already set up. Uh, there's I noticed that on the slide there is a little marker at the end of the explosion phase that says that this is the infrastructure that we have set in place right now. It's built to handle this level of business. Well, that's a decade down the line. Actually, I
Yeah.
believe it's 20 years down the line.
Well, they have a 100-year plan.
Right. And so I'm like, they've already got the infrastructure in place to handle the business that we're going to have in 17 more years. But that infrastructure is already in place now. So, I mean, the fact that they're looking that far ahead, the fact that they're building that far forward and saying, well, we're going to make it there. So why not just put it in place now? So that when we get there, we already have it and we don't have to stress about it. And so that was something that caught my eye, that caught my attention, that I was like, oh, okay. So we can handle this. Um, the fond, huge air quotes, fond memories that I have of supply chain issues. The fond memories, and yes, I'm not saying names, but the fond memories I have of supply chain issues of, oh, we ran out of this, oh, we don't have enough of this over here, we're going to back order all of this, we can't get this all shipped out on this at the same time, you're getting multiple shipments from the same order that you put in, and or we didn't plan on having this many people sell
Buy
our
it.
products, and so
We
the supply
underestimated.
chain issues were one of the things that were the bane of my existence. But yeah, that infrastructure was not there for that company to handle that. They had not thought about what they were going to need. You add in, like, sure, it's a great and wonderful idea to bring in 20 to 50,000 new uh, field marketers for your team,
Oh.
but 20 to 50,000 new field marketers are also going to sell, 2 or 3 times that number of brand new products. Can your
Well,
supply chain handle that?
yeah, and if you understand, like I didn't understand exactly, I know that, how this company came together was pretty unique and exciting, but I didn't understand that New Age had actually bought the 5 companies first. New
Really?
Age, New Age did not manage it well. New Age did not look after things or know how to do the expansion. So when Partner Co bought it, like when Darren actually had a look at it, he didn't just go buy the whole thing and all of the debt. What he did was bought assets that were the most beneficial to setting up a new company. So he bought their licenses in different countries. He bought their products or the access to their products. He bought, I can't remember how Todd explained it all out, but so you're not buying all the debt. That was just before they went bankrupt. So they bought it at kind of auction before they went bankrupt and would
Right.
have got a really good deal on it, right?
Saving people from bankruptcy, you'll get
So
a really good deal.
they picked and choose the best parts, and
Yeah,
that's what
they
they bought.
did. Exactly. And so, like, that was just one of the little things I got from yesterday that I found so exciting. And then when they talked about when Partner Co first started, they did not expect to have momentum in the first year because you're setting up a new company. I mean, they thought they would have some growth, but at 6 months, they started having major momentum. Everybody was shocked. And so when you hear that, he said, and now here we are 3 years down the road, we're headed into, we're not there yet, but get building your teams, because they had some people do some testimonials where whether they were with this company or another company, but they were making maybe some pretty good money, 10,000, 20,000 a month, whatever.
Wow.
But they went from that to over $1 million. Boom.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you
I'd
heard
like
all
to
of
I'd like
this,
to get to 1,000, 2,000 every month regularly.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So but they just did a very good job. I thought it was like 10 times better than the last boot camp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Having a motivated field team, nothing beats that. Nothing beats having, the super motivated, super encouraged, super enthusiastic people out in the field who are there and hungry and ready to do whatever it takes to make this new venture work best for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that fire that brand new people roll in with, God bless, bring it. Let's keep going.
And this is the first time, like, they were working up to defining your why and really digging deep for your why and why to do that. And this is the first time Ashley actually presented the part of it where you really do need to define your why. And she had slides of when they started with network marketing and defining the why. He's still a coach, he's still a principal, and trying to define some time how life was. So they had the house they lived in, how life was, and his first had a picture of his first goals and then his first payments that he started building a little bit more each month. And they had a month where he earned over $6,000 and he was able to pay off his school loan. Now, mind you, this is years ago,
Right.
so that was huge money. And they talked from there up to like he drew his dream home, and you see it just on a piece of paper. It was just very inspiring.
And yeah, I think I've heard them do that once I can't remember which event it was, but I think I heard Todd and Ashley do it once at an event. But it is amazing to hear that and see the story, the development of how they started here and ended up where they are now,
Yeah,
and and to understand what it took to get from A to B.
yeah.
It wasn't A to B, it was actually A to X. And
Y and Z.
there are a whole bunch of letters in the middle.
Yeah. And it was really good because she said her part in this, she wasn't building the business. Her dream was to be a stay-at-home mom. So he was doing what he could do to make that happen. But she talked about, well, so first of all, you don't quit your job right away, but she talked about, so you know what a coach and a principal, the hours they have to put in, and a coach particularly, right? Um, so she talked about all of
I'm
that,
gonna
and then,
hop off and go to boot camp now.
okay,
Okay.
see ya. Oh yeah, it's almost there.
Yes,
Anyway,
it is for those who are in a boot camp. Have fun.
See you Monday.
I'm thinking it'll be like 10 minutes after before they really get it sorted out.
Thank you,
But he
Shelley.
needs to.
Shelley,
But he
thank you
needs
for
to get on
sharing.
early.
What's that? Adela?
I said thank you for sharing
Oh yeah, well, and
because
then
I
she
didn't get
talked
on.
about, okay, they had a 5-year plan to knowing that they had to really commit 100%. And she said they had weeks where he wasn't home, and then a couple times it was months. So she would go meet with the kids and meet them at the airport because they had set their goals and committed 100%. So when you hear that, it helps people see it's not an easy road, right?
Right.
Very
Right.
much
Right.
so.
It's like
Very much so.
climbing Mount Everest. You
Yes,
just can't give up.
the sacrifice
yeah,
makes a difference.
It's a good thing to do also is that you write out your goals and you say them every morning and every night.
Yeah, and
If
they
you will
had them,
say them, it keeps it in your mind.
yeah, they had a
Write them
picture
out.
at it where their entrance was, so you saw it every time you came in and went out.
Do
Yeah,
a vision board like.
yeah,
Yeah. What you focus on is where your energy goes.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, See you guys. Have a great
Yep.
weekend.
Thank you,
Have a great
You
Shelley.
have
time,
an
Shelley.
awesome
Enjoy the
time.
call. To everybody else here, thank you guys for being here this morning. Greatly appreciate seeing you all or hearing you all.
Is Mama Sandy on here today?
Nope,
No,
not yet. She was on the call last night.
Oh, I had an event last night. I was
Yeah,
a
I saw her
speaker.
on the call
Yeah.
last night. I was not planning on being on last night's call, and I hopped on and I ended up doing part of the hosting thing.
Oh,
well, they were having problems finding somebody, and I wasn't going to be on, so I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
no,
James."
Rebecca had already said she would do it, which is she had already signed up for it, which is fine.
Yeah, but her and James were going back and forth in the chat group about how do I do this or how do I do that.
Oh, because yeah, and it was short, sweet, and simple. It wasn't anything overly intricate, and I had seen the entire conversation happening, and I was like, okay, he's just gonna show a video today. I'm like, all right, cool. And so I hopped on, and as soon as I walk in, she pulls me in, she co-hosts me. I'm like, hi. What I miss?
He told
There,
her to find
Jerry wasn't
somebody
on
to
last
help
night's call,
co-host.
so she didn't have to deal with any interpreters yesterday. So, because he was doing the boot camp, so he didn't have to deal with any interpreters yesterday. Or Rebecca didn't have to deal with any interpreters. So, but I did do the showing of the video.
and so there's nothing tomorrow, but we should be we should be able to purchase the product tomorrow.
Correct.
Should
It will go on
watch.
sale
They should
tomorrow.
put flyers out.
I'm sorry, what's that, Twyla?
We've already been given what the prices and the group packages are. They'll
Right,
just
I
say what
saw
time
that.
you can see when you can buy them. It should pop up. Somebody
Yeah.
should send a flyer down. I'm sure James will. It's
Yeah.
on or shop now
Yeah.
or get
Yeah.
it in your if it's already you can go and look in your back office probably to see if it's in the cart
Yeah.
because they
Okay.
should it'll have a place where you can see moringa sell or whatever's going
Yeah.
on.
And do me a favor, guys, pray for us for having our drop talk on Saturday.
Oh,
Oh,
yay!
You're
yeah.
going to do
Yeah.
fantastic, Miss Adela.
You'll do
Oh,
awesome.
I just want guests. That's what I'm praying that the people say they're coming, they are coming,
Yeah,
So that's what
the
I
law
meant.
has people, half,
Yeah.
half.
So
Recall,
yeah, just
recall.
Keep inviting.
I need one more for Diamond 4, whatever, Epic 4. So
Epic 4,
I'm hoping,
awesome.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so hopefully, yep. So thank you so much. Thank you for these calls, Louis. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Everybody get out there. If you guys have any questions or want to reach out and ask us anything, then feel free to reach out to either myself or Miss Twyla because she's off today and she's got the free time on her hands. You're welcome, Miss Erica. It's calling you.
I'll be in a massage for 2 hours from 2 to 4.
Awesome.
Oh,
Translation
gosh.
is you won't be able to mess with her even if you tried.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's 3 to 5. Because Paul was
Yeah.
from 1 to his is 2 hours
Nice.
too.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Have a great
Yep.
time, ladies. Enjoy your day and feel free to reach out at any point in time. If I can hit you back immediately, I absolutely will.
Okay.
Thank you, Louis.
Have a
Thank you
great
for being
Stitch
here.
Day.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Have a
Happy
great day.
Stitch Day.